Dapplets provides tools for embedding Web3 applications into any web page without getting permission from its owner. It is a fully decentralized, permissionless, open source, and crypto-aware Web3 platform. And now we want to add BOS-components support. The integration of BOS-components and Dapplets will deliver BOS applications to millions of new users on existing sites, without compromising BOS decentralization. Existing BOS gateways are typically separate websites that render BOS components. They tend to be styled differently, wrapped in different products, and have different target audiences. However, we have managed to make a special type of gateways that are not separate sites, but work on the basis of already existing sites. We can run BOS applications with crypto workflow right on top of existing communities on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, etc., instead of luring people to platforms they don't know. As an illustration of the technology developed at the hackathon, we made a small application that works on top of Twitter. While on the Twitter page, let's open the Dapplets extension and enable the app. As you can see, some tweets have changed their appearance. They now have additional behind the paywall content. Let's pay for access to content. As you can see, after payment, instead of blurry images, user gets access to content. It is also displayed in the extension overlay. The content here is another BOS component working in iframe. Let's pay for another image. Determining that the user has the right to access the content is a NEAR smart contract. Twitter is lazily primed and watched by mutation observers, which insert BOS components in a timely manner. After reloading the page, the state is saved, because it is stored in the smart contract. Now let's figure out how it works. The user opens the website. The platform automatically finds a website matching adapter that will parse content for the Dapplet. The Dapplet, based on the received data, configures BOS components through their properties. Next, the BOS components are inserted into the web page via the Shadow DOM. We have embedded a BOS virtual machine in the extension that handles rendering of the components, and implemented two-way communication between BOS components and Dapplets. Dapplets run in isolated web workers in a separate thread, so we have to serialize events before sending them to BOS. Now let's see what it looks like from the developer's side. This is a fork of the Dapplets extension. Here we imported the NEAR Social VM library, which is used in BOS gateways. Using the widget React component, we render the BOS components. Here we pass the component ID and the props that come from the Dapplet. Let's move on to the Dapplet itself. This is the source code of the paywall Dapplet. It works with Twitter through an adapter that supplies us with parsed tweets. Here we specify that the BOS component should be inserted in every tweet. This is the ID of the component. These are the props we pass to the component. These are callbacks in which we accept data from the component. This is how two-way communication is realized. Here we announce the overlay that appeared to the right in the demo. It opens the BOS component inside the iframe at this URL in embedded mode. So we have at least two ways to integrate BOS and Dapplets. Now let's move on to our BOS components. This is the component with the purchased images that we get from the smart contract. Let's change something, like the number of columns. There were 2, now there has to be 1. Publishing the changes. It's done. We can see that the component has been updated in the editor. Reloading the Twitter page. Opening our Dapplet. And see that the changes have been successfully applied. We suggest creating a joint technology where Dapplets takes care of embedding and executing BOS components on top of existing websites. And the BOS developer community reinvents and customizes the whole legacy web, reaching millions of people. The BOS developer community will be able to create a variety of BOS widgets for existing social networks, implementing these missing workflows, meeting the user needs and gaining broader technology adoption. It becomes even possible to create an autonomous shadow fork of existing social network communities with its own business model and self-regulation. The extension that allows you to run BOS components that we developed during the hackathon is available in the Google Extension Store as a development build. Thank you for your attention.